Hey you all, welcome to Pearls of Eden. Thank you for joining me. And I want to share a clip that comes from Nick Johnson. He did a wonderful episode where he went to Pennsylvania, Lancaster, and he talked to a beautiful group of people, not other known as the Amish. Now, the Amish are coming out in record-breaking numbers to support Donald Trump. And you all, you know it's serious business when the Amish get involved, because the Amish are very good about minding their business and doing what they need to do and staying under the radar. But we are in such a dire state that even the Amish, the Mennonites, they are coming out in droves to show their support for DJT. So I want to give a shout out to Nick Johnson. Thank you for this video clip. Let's dive in and take a look.
Free hotel rooms. Make them work for it, damn it. And of course the economy. The inflation and the high cost of housing, that affects every single one of us. Now all this is starting to show up in the voting booth. The Amish in Pennsylvania, they're registering and they're voting in huge numbers now. And every single one of them is voting for Donald J. Trump. It used to be super hard to get the Amish to sign up to vote, but it's a lot easier now with the way the country's been going, with Kamala and Joe in office. So Kim and I spent 2 days driving around Lancaster County to talk to the Amish about all of this. What do you think about the way the country's going? How do you guys feel about things? And are you really that fired up about Trump? And boy, did we get more than we thought we would. What are the values that the Conservative Party has, Trump has, that the Amish community identifies with?
Well, we're pro-life. I can say we're pro-freedom. To be over-regulated is just nuts. I mean, you go back in the history of George Washington and through the different presidencies and the Bill of Rights, all those were based on freedom. They weren't based on overregulation. The politicians didn't make a career out of it. It was almost a disservice to be a politician. Today we are a politician because we make wealth off of it. Trump didn't keep $1 when he was president. How about all these other politicians? How about they go 4 years without taking $1? Our values, conservative values, and the Amish values line up very close. We don't agree on everything, but we agree on most things. The liberal values are absolutely crazy. Seriously, anybody that is deciding if they want to vote for a Democrat or Republican, I got a simple question for you. Which is better, California or Florida? New York or Texas? Like seriously, if you don't know who you should vote for, think about the policy. Think about the states that are run by Democrats. Think about the states that are run by Republicans. Very simple choice.
You guys are a fan of Donald Trump, huh?
Yes, we are.
So why is that?
Because he's a business person and we are too.
You see, I love a well-informed, intellectual person. Although the Amish are off the grid, that doesn't mean that they don't understand the times and the seasons. And these girls are very well informed. They understand what's at stake. They understand what time it is. And I can appreciate that. They're so soft-spoken, and I love that about them too. You just respect the Amish. They're God-fearing people. They're the salt of the earth. And like I said, when they come out in droves to support Trump, it ought to say a lot. It ought to say a lot. Let's keep watching.
Oh, yeah. We like his business approach in politics. It's not just all politics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are some other, because his values align with what your values are too, right?
Yeah.
What are some other things that you feel that you agree with him on?
Well, there's a lot of stuff, and we need a better border. We need We need less regulations. We need less rules. We need USDA and PDA to stay out of our business. So we need better people and to make laws and yeah.
Okay. Are there a lot more people in Lancaster County that are voting for Trump now than used to?
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of Amish that registered to vote this election. So
There's a lot of Amish that are
voting now.
That are voting now.
Yeah.
And you said that a lot of the Amish don't put a sign in their yard. Why?
Hardly anybody does. No, not from the plain community.
Why is that?
They don't want to draw attention. That's probably the reason. And we believe in voting, but we believe in just doing it quietly and not to make a big fuss about it.
Mm-hmm. So for the Amish to actually be registering in large numbers means this country must be pretty far left.
That's my impression. There's also a lot of outreach in the Amish community, and there's folks talking to them. There's dialogues that happen. I've had lots of conversations with my parents, so did my brother, so it did just happen overnight. And some of it is just simply helping them find an intersection, between faith and the state. We have this idea of the state and the nation being one thing. The nation is the people, and the state is the leadership of these people, the government. And so they are combined, but it's also two separate things. The nation is the people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how do you feel about Donald Trump? Why do you support him?
Because he has good policies.
Mm-hmm. What kind of policies do you think that you like about him?
He pushes more common sense, and rules and stuff need to be or some of the rules need to be taken away. It's too much rules.
Have you noticed a lot more from people from the Amish community that are voting for him or participating based on what you're seeing?
There's definitely, the Amish community is more energized. There's more people going to be out voting, more Amish out voting, most certainly. I can say a big part of Pennsylvania and the Amish community is no longer a farming community. We're mostly business folk. We understand the importance of having a sound economy. But the past 4 years, I think most people can say that it looked like they were making more money, and at the end of the day, they were making less. You may get a bigger paycheck, but the cost of living is ridiculous. And I can put it this way: Kamala says she's going to give the $25,000 down for a first-time home buyer. That'll never happen. Anybody that thinks that'll happen is a fool. It's the same as the free college. You think about, how about our homes? How about the ones we purchased? Excuse me. Where's my $25,000? And that's why it'll never happen. For anybody that believes that'll happen, it will never happen. I guarantee it. And if it would happen, it would inflate the home prices even more. It's crazy. If anybody thinks that she'll turn things around, she was there for 3.5 years. Oh. She had every opportunity. She's making all these promises, but the question is, why wait? Why are we waiting? She's talking about. She's been talking about the border, how Trump turned down the border policy that they've been trying to pass. Why'd she wait for 3 years to try to promote a policy? Why not right away? Why did she remove some of the policies Trump had in place? Seriously, this is kind of craziness we have. There's too many people in America can't think for themselves. And they believe like CNN, ABC, MSNBC, things like that. You got to look, you got to do your research.
So what are your thoughts? What do you think about the Amish getting involved? This is a community of people that typically don't share their political views. They believe that that's something that is very private, and typically they don't get involved in the affairs of this world, but even they are being called to stand in the gap. I think that's very interesting that many the people of God have gotten the announcement. We've gotten that clarion call that we can't sit this one out. that we have to arise and shine. So you all, I hope you enjoyed that clip that came from Nick Johnson. And if you love staying informed with real news and not this fake news media that you can get on CNN, go ahead and subscribe on this channel. I specialize in prophetic teachings from the Word of God. I share current news clips. I share positive news. I like to just share my life with you, and that comes in a well-rounded, balanced picture that is just not, teaching, but it's gardening, it's sharing my thoughts on world news, and so much more. So if you like a variety of interesting content such as that, I can guarantee it's always going to be positive. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. All right, that's it for me today, you all. I'm gonna spend time the rest of the evening with my family, and I hope you get to do the same. I love you to life. And hey, check out the latest video that I dropped. I've dropped so much. The latest one that is doing so well that people are really resonating with is the video where I talk about alcohol and its spiritual contacts and the spirits that come with drinking alcohol. So you might want to check that one out. Also, I have a video where, what was I talking about? Oh, Kamala Harris and the latest current news about her throwing out the 2 young guys who said Jesus is Lord, Christ is King. So if you're interested in that, check those 2 videos out. They are guaranteed to inform you and bless you. All right, guys, I love you to life.